Okay guys, so tell me a bit about the pulse.
When it really comes to having a kite that slacks and has catches you in kite loops, the pulse is the way to go for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we've been amazed at how well the orbit also loops, but the pulse for me, it has a much different loop. It starts turning, but at the end it kind of accelerates and really catches you. So, I mean, here people have been using both kites, which we really didn't expect, but for me the pulse really excels in the mega loops.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. And the carve?
It's got good down the line drift, but it's not sitting so far back in the window that it doesn't have decent free ride upwind performance. You know, it really does excel well in a lot of different disciplines. So it's got a very pivoty turn, very direct. It's very firm in the bar, but it's kind of like a sports car feeling, you know. It's got a nice direct steering.
Yeah, one of the features that is quite cool with this kite is the short depower travel as well. And so, you know, you don't actually have to extend your arm too far before the kite's really depowering. So this has enabled us with the control system to also shorten up the throw, and it makes it much easier for, you know, people with shorter arms to reach the trim strap.
They are pretty powerful for their size, so I highly recommend using 1 meter smaller than you're normally used to, which everybody wins in this scenario because it's lighter, it's faster, it's less expensive. Everything is in your favor to use a smaller kite if you can. It's great to see how they excel in these conditions, and the boosting and hang time is just amazing on the orbit.
I'm sure like a few years ago people would have chosen a 7 meter kite in this sort of conditions, but now with the riders such as Nick and Graham really pushing it, people are choosing 9s and 10s in this 35 knot plus conditions is just insane.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Do you think the Orbit could win King of the Air?
Absolutely,
like
yeah, we were close to it actually, and that's a good point because the Orbit is super easy to get used to. You know, Jesse only had a week on that kite, coming from sea kites to this performance freeride kite before the King of the Air, and he killed it. And he's unhooking on it and kite looping, and you know, it's just insane the level of skill that people are enjoying this kite. You know, so it's quite nice. I would have expected Jesse to be on the freestyle kite for that event, but it turned out that the hang time and the boost was super important the way they have the format now. So I think you'll see more and more people using these performance freeride kites in the King of the Air.